Everyone wants to see the exciting stuff, the one-of-a-kind stuff. This, in BJJ, is exactly what you want to see.
He's
Still
passed
going
over
to the
side,
pass.
but it's not over. Look at this. Merigali could get the finish here. He's out. Cyborg is out.
BJJ is not your regular kick and punch kind of martial art. BJJ is a martial art that has revolutionized the world of combat sports with its emphasis on leverage, technique, and strategy.
He's trying to get that right arm free, but he can't.
Yeah, this looks like it's getting tight. Tap. Beautiful work by...
It's basically a test of skill, speed, and agility. But here's what makes this combat sport even more interesting. BJJ offers countless beautiful submission possibilities. However, while it's easy to find many common submissions used in competitions and training, there are certain rare and unique submissions that stands out very distinctly from the rest. These are some of the deadliest and insanely effective submissions when executed properly. Suffocate choke, neck squeeze. We rarely see this submission because normally your opponent can get out easily. However, in this case, Dan Manisu left him no chance to reverse him. To execute this neck squeeze, he took him down, mounted him, wrapped his arms around his head, pressuring the back of his head while driving his chest and shoulder against him.
The mount.
That's just impressive. He's passing his guard like a hot knife through butter.
Wow.
The neck squeeze can make your opponent tap out in seconds if applied correctly. Exhaustion taps. Exhaustion taps are very rare and unacceptable in most martial arts. However, depending on the type of opponent you're up against, sometimes you'll have no choice but to tap because your body can't take it anymore. In this fight between Gordon and Felipe, Gordon took Felipe to his last breath. The pace that Gordon kept throughout the entire match was way too much for Felipe. Even when Felipe tapped out, Gordon had a smile on his face because he couldn't believe it himself. Normally, nobody taps out to exhaustion. S-mount pressure tap. The S-mount is a variant of the mount position. It's basically a suffocating pin from the mount.
Of jiu-jitsu, supreme jiu-jitsu technique in action, and look at the pressure now.
To execute the S-mount, you need to sit on the opponent with your head directly above their head while applying pressure on their chest at the same time.
Through Jacob Couch's face, and that arm is dangerously exposed, the left arm of Jacob Couch. Again, head and arm territory here, should he wish. Will he go high?
You are controlling both arms with your legs and arms, which tightens your opponent's body, and it becomes really uncomfortable.
High up against the head, driving his chest forward and through into the face of Jacob Couch.
In this fight, Couch tapped to a combination of factors, tiredness, and weight difference. But Gordon was doing everything perfectly to create a dilemma in Couch's head: give the arm or tap.
Going high, gets the finish there, from the S.
Power half Nelson. The power half Nelson combines elements from various grappling arts, making it rare and unfamiliar to many. It involves controlling an opponent's upper body while setting up a tight half Nelson grip. The executioner applies immense pressure to force their opponent's head and neck into a compromising position, forcing them to tap out.
So it's a power half Nelson. That wasn't a submission. I didn't choke him.
Double buggy choke. This was the first ever double buggy choke caught on film. In this video, the first fighter goes for the buggy choke, which is a very hard technique to master. As a counter, this opponent slaps on the same technique and holds on tighter until the tap. The crowd goes berserk because this is really a one-of-a-kind submission. Can opener. From the guard position, you need to block their hips so your opponent doesn't scoop himself out. When you've successfully wrapped your hands around the back of their head, elbows on their chest, you pull back their head towards you, forcing them to tap out immediately.
Now I drive my elbow in.
However, it's crucial to mention that this technique comes with a high-risk factor as it involves the neck, and it's even banned in many BJJ competitions. Twister. The twister is a fantastic technique where an opponent goes from close guard to a ninja roll to the truck position.
And when he did, exposed to the back, and Patrick just beautifully
From there, you get your hands around their head and pull into the opposite direction. At that point, their body will break if they don't tap.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, good job.
The twister applies pressure on the spine and neck, contorting the opponent's body in an unnatural position. In this clip, the Korean Zombie has the first ever twister caught on film in MMA. Backside 50-50.
Craig was going to end up on top, or because Panza usually pulls and Craig also usually pulls, but Craig decided to pull, so it's exciting to see what's going to happen here. I think Craig's going to enter into the legs right now, and
he's doing that right now, and this is Craig's bread and butter, immediately getting in on that leg. This is dangerous. He's straight in on that inside heel hook. He gets the finish.
The interesting thing about the backside 50-50 is that it doesn't even feel threatening in its early stages, but that's the bait. In this clip, when Craig Jones rotates under his opponent to get in the backside 50-50 with a clear heel hook grip, his opponent knows he has no chance. He needs to tap. In BJJ, it is considered the most powerful submission. If you block your opponent's leg correctly, there is almost no way of getting out. Modified triangle, shoulder lock. This submission technique combines elements of the triangle choke and the armbar, making it incredibly versatile and difficult to defend against. What makes it so rare is its unpredictability.
Wow. Almost on the arm,
Unlike traditional submissions, this technique catches the opponent off guard due to its non-linear application. In this video, Gordon has a good triangle choke position, but can't really finish with the actual choke. He changes the angle, puts his hips into play, and takes his opponent's arm with a 2-on-1 grip to create huge pressure on his shoulder, resulting in the tap.
Wins via.
The world of BJJ is abundant with countless submission techniques, each requiring skill and technique to master. But these techniques are just the rarest and would typically decide the fate of a match in minutes, anytime, any day. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and hit the subscribe button